I think when teachers are considering which tech tools to use in the classroom environment, there are a few factors that have to be worked out first. And those are, for example, if you're using a tool like YouTube, which is pretty common and pretty informative on a variety of subjects. The teacher first has to inform the students that the comment section for a lot of videos is a place where people make particularly cruel comments. There's a lot of adult content, both within the videos at times and in the comment section that is not always properly weeded through. So I think before that and before using Facebook and before using other things that might, programs that might be ridden with viruses, the teacher has to take the step of giving the students a proper warning about the tools used. Having said that, I personally am a big fan, and I've preached several times about Schoology, which I used as a student in a classroom setting and really enjoyed it because it had the benefits of Teach Now with the additional layer of a Facebook sort of feel to it that was fast and easy to use. Edutopia is a similar program that I don't have a lot of experience with, but I've heard good things about. As far as flexibility goes, the level of creativity when you assign a presentation is not very limited by programs like Prezi, like PowerPoint, where if the student knows enough about the program already and has a foundation of knowledge, they can take those ideas and make them unique and interesting, and really they can do anything they like with them. So I think it's incredibly flexible. Programs that students can use no matter what level they are is, for example, Google Docs is fantastic because it's an instant way to share things, and it gives you the power and the responsibility to be able to choose whom you're going to share that information with, those documents with. So you can keep them to yourself and later use them to make your own blog. You can share them with a very select group of friends privately or share openly so that everyone can access the information in a very sort of communal way. All students can use it because it's super easy. I mean, all you have to do is know how to use an email program, and if you have any experience using Microsoft Word, the Korean equivalent, the Chinese equivalent, you have to have been living under a rock for 20 years to never have been exposed to those, either as an attachment in your email or as a program that you use to turn in your typical 5-paragraph paper. So as far as my favorites go, I would have to say Facebook is the best, just because most people that are in your group, if it's a group project, are already there. They're already familiar with what they're doing. They can easily add things, links, pictures, group projects, and whatnot. But that's not a specific classroom tool per se. If I were to choose one of those, I would say probably something like Google Docs, because of the Drive aspect to it that gives you an almost essentially unlimited amount of space to use. And as a student, I think that a lot of these programs are now really fun to work with. I mean, you get the hang of it very, very quickly. The last thing I want to mention is just modeling. The teacher really has to take the time to not only, as I first explained, prepare the students mentally for what they're going to do, but they also have to show them step by step how it's done. One thing that drives me crazy in particular is when I'm having to do a project for the first time and I'm tinkering with such basic things like how can I change the font? How can I italicize? How can I add annotations? And if I have to spend an hour either tinkering around with what I think is the right area of the program to use, or trying to find a helpful video on YouTube, or calling one of my friends, or texting somebody, that is an hour that's essentially wasted. That hour should have been the hour that the teacher saved by modeling first. And as we progress as far as the programs we use in a classroom environment, more and more of these programs are sort of taking that aspect onto themselves. They are making their programs so very intuitive through, an innovative process of making it obvious what you can do and what the limitations are to a project. And that's what I really like about the ones that I chose today, is that I learned them quickly, I used them often, and the collaboration aspect was helpful and easy. So yeah, those are my feelings. Thank you.